We good. Hello
So
there.
we started, eh?
Yeah, it started.
Alright, perfect. I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back. Mostly kidding.
The worst timing possible.
Worst timing or best timing?
Classic golf.
Did I do this intentionally? Most likely.
Okay, well, Luigi, on you then, if you want to start.
Yeah, Luigi, introduce yourself.
Most of them already know all three of us. What is there to introduce? Mecha is a programmer. I am programmer and team leader. Gold is a back-end developer with the servers. There you go.
Alright. That's some good introduction stuff. So are you guys finally happy that 1.9 is about to release tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah.
And for people listening, Mecha's still coming over a cold, so he might sound a little out of it, but he's
bad. I sound bad. I'm sorry.
You're gonna be better in a bit, but you're sick right now. But you know, nothing that much we can do. But the stream's gonna be short because of it. The purpose of the stream is going to be talking about the layering system. I am going to be taking a look at the chat. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to let Mecha drive and Luigi explain a lot of this stuff. And as my job as host, I'm going to try to monitor the chat and see what you guys ask. I think we can proceed forward if you guys want.
Yeah. Do we launch back the trailer once, or we move directly to the main thing?
Let's launch to the trailer. Let's get prepped. So everybody, we're gonna show the trailer again. Enjoy. Mega Man is dead! Oh no!
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
So unlike our normal streams like Q&A, which we decided to forego this time, we decided to bring you the full list of what's in the game in this stream.
Yep. Right off the bat, I'm really happy that Airman Goblin tile is finally in the game as a decoration. So
Yes. You've been
Yeah.
waiting for it. And just
Yeah.
like it, you're a goblin, also gold.
oh, Luigi, you make me so sad. Oh no. But yes, I saw in the chat. Unfortunately, I don't believe we've added any Wily bosses this update.
No.
No, Luigi did like 10 of them or something like that last update.
Yeah.
I think a break is nice.
A lot of people underestimate what actually goes in to making a wily boss.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I don't think any good ones are off the table, but we'll have to have a bigger discussion about it. But let's talk about decorations. So we have a bunch of decorations in here. Mecha, you went ahead and basically programmed. Was it you that programmed the decoration system, or was that Luigi that programmed the decoration system?
No, I
I
did.
personally grabbed
Okay.
all the graphics from all the games because I knew all of where they would be roughly, and told Mecha which game they were from, if they're solid, non-solid, all their properties.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, here's what you would need to do, and he went about actually implementing their layering specifics.
Yeah, and then like you just went ham on that entire layering structure. So that when I was watching that happen, it was just like, wait, how many? I think we're just gonna be doing like 2 or 3 layers.
No, there's a few layers. There's 2 layers for the foreground and 2 layers for the background. But we also separate the layers for water and shadows because we didn't want to have people to decide between a decoration or shadow or a decoration or water. So we decided to add 2 separate layers for water and shadow.
Alright.
So we'll showcase this in a moment. The main thing to understand about layers is that all the objects in the game are assigned to a layer specifically. You don't select yourself the layer. You can just place directly and it will automatically say where it goes.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, so there's no like you can't have an enemy on the foreground layer. The enemy is assigned to
Yeah.
a specific layer.
Yeah, you can change the depth of things. That's already set in the game. You
Mhm,
can
mhm.
just put things on top of each other and that's how it works.
Yeah, it's nice. I played around with it the other day when I was trying to make that level for the announcement that you didn't want me to make. It was actually a lot easier to place all those plushies.
Yeah. So yeah. So once the layer was done, then we had a discussion with Luigi for all the decoration we wanted in. So decoration should have been a part of previous update already multiple times, but it was pushed back because we wanted to wait to have the right system for it and not having people to do compromise like using a big mask. So that was annoying to deal with. So that's why it took so long, and like a lot of things that people are wondering why it takes so many time. We do wait to have the right system to implement things.
So, for context, for those who are unsure of what we mean by that, every time you place something in the editor in Mega Man Maker, there's a certain invisible box around the bounds of that item that determines how much space that thing takes up. And if there is something in that area, you cannot place another overlapping object into it. And that's where mainly those layer issues happen. And it's one of the reasons you cannot place an enemy and darkness in the same overlapping spot.
Yeah. So that's basically the whole work that was done on layer was to rework the file system so we can save on multiple spots and reworking the builder so we can plus things or delete things or move things without it being a weird state where it doesn't know which color it needs to change, all that things. So that was a big works among thousands of files.
So I want to take this discussion back a little bit because I'm getting a lot of questions in the chat here. So maybe we go directly into the game scene, but
Yeah.
I'm going to address something here first on this screen, Mecha. The gimmick, the fourth row, the man with the green arrow. Can we see what this gimmick is?
Which one?
The fourth row, green arrow. Yeah, that one, exactly.
Okay, this one? Yeah, that's
Yes.
the gravity. It's by Luigi, so it's better if Luigi explain, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Basically, it's the Mega Man
Interesting.
9 Wily 3 anti-gravity. Not reverse gravity, anti-gravity, which will slowly lift you upwards. And
Will
you
do
can shoot
everything-
left or right to move yourself horizontally across the screen.
We will do everything in our power to not add reverse gravity, correct?
Yeah, you have everything
comment.
but reverse gravity. Okay, let's move to the game scene, so
Yes,
I can
yes,
show
let's-
it if you want.
I did get another question, and we're getting a lot of questions about plushie, like Marina wants to see the plushie list, but one person asked in the chat if there are going to be variations of Proto Man base and roll plushies.
Okay, we'll show that in a little moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so first thing. So when we are on the background here, you can have two layers. We have the back and the front. So let's start with nothing. So to explain how it works, by default, when you place something up, it will go on the back layer. As you can see, there's the little eye of point on the layer here. And so it's where it's placed. If you don't have this open, it works the same. This thing here, the menu on the right, is on most cases not mandatory. You can build without using it for most of the case. It's more there to help to go faster and this kind of things. So when you have placed one background, you can see that now background have a little T on the bottom right here. That's background that contain transparent element. So that means there's the more usable to be on the front layer. So let's say you want like just what we can show, just cloud. Let's find cloud somewhere.
Mega Man 5 Gyro Man.
Yeah, so to reiterate, if you see a background with a T on it, that is a transparent background, and that goes into layer 2 on the backgrounds.
Yeah, as you can see here, it's a bit stupid, but we know we have a lot of people constructing a lot of different things.
We can always get dumber.
Okay, so as you can see now, it moved on the second layer. So if you want to change the back layer, and you click here, okay, it will automatically detect that you wanted to change the back layer and not the front layer because it's not a T background. Okay?
Yeah, so like you said before, all objects are assigned a specific layer that they're for, so that way you have easier access to kind of place things where you want and, you know, what you want.
Yeah, it's
part of that stuff.
Yeah, let me just cut you a little second there. It's partly true for background. There's an exception. For the background, the transparent one, you can still use it on the back layer if you want. So you can right click on the front one to say you don't want to work on this layer. And you can change the back layer. And then you can reactivate it.
Okay.
Yep, so you can put multiple transparent ones together.
That's cool.
When you delete the background, by default it always delete the most on front. So if I delete now, it's gonna delete this one. Okay. If I place a transparent background that is the same here, well, it's not the same because of course I select a different one. It's not gonna work. You can see I can click it, it does nothing. But if you select a different one, it works. So that's how it works. So that's for background. For the assets, it's a bit different. So if you select a classic enemy, it's gonna be on the main element layer, which is basically the layer we always add in Mega Man Maker.
Okay.
So let me quickly go here. So we have water, like we said, the shadow, the far back element, so that's what will be the more on the back of the screen. But still, of course, in front of shadow and water, then a little more closer, then the main element, the thing in front of the main element, and something even more in front, like, for example, as some saw, the big pillar that we can see. Let me up. The big pillar like this. Okay. So
okay.
those one are a bit special. I'll explain why its position is a little weird, but it's because of the parallax. But we will see that later because we have more to say.
Okay. So, for anyone who may be confused about the positioning of those layers in the menu, best way to think about this is if you took that whole layer line and rotated it 90 degrees so that it was pointing out of the screen. That's the layer of which things get drawn in.
Yeah, so basically, first it's gonna be the background, then the waters, then the shadow, then the far back, etc. All to the top. So what's at the bottom is draw first, what's at the top is draw last.
I got an interesting question in the chat that I don't know the answer to. It's about layers. So, will the objects be highlighted when we select their respective layers?
Okay.
I don't believe so.
So there's different things you can do to know what goes where. The first thing is now in the menu, you have a little icon that goes on point on that says on which layer it is. So once you know the layer, you can see that this one is close front, for example, that you can see here. So that means the enemy here is a close front, which means you can put it on tiles.
Okay.
Because it's above a main element. Okay?
Okay.
So for all the elements in the assets, you can see if it goes on the main layer, it has no icon, but if it has an icon, that means it's on the new layer from 1.9.
And if I still want to put that on the main layer, can I still do that interesting right-click thing as you showed in the background, or no?
No, for assets, here you can change. This will go on close front, you can change it.
Right, so it's always going to be on the close front layer.
Yeah. So what's important to understand is that this is tied to the builder. So that doesn't change anything in-game. In-game,
Got it.
that's called the way it works. For the builder, it's just for you to understand where it goes, etc. So let's say I put something like chip block, okay, with a color, and then I put an enemy on it. So here, when I click, I can change the color of the chip block, but I can't place it even if it's on clones. So the reason for that is we decide to make it so the default behavior is the same as before, to not mess with the old maker. So by default it does this, but if you want to place, you can press the little icon on it here, and then you can place the enemy. Well, of course.
Okay, so there's there's a mode for old gimmicks then, which is by default they won't interact with the layering system, but they are assigned a layer, and you will be able to disable that old interaction in the builder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, to quickly interject, because I saw two really good questions. One, the enemies on tiles is mainly for flying enemies.
Yeah.
So you can't just shove any enemy you want into a wall.
Mega Man, no,
That's
where are you
just
going?
a constriction one. Second,
So
the
this is
tutorial has not been updated yet. It will eventually be updated, and that's a plan for the future.
Yeah, we always say next
We'll
update.
include all
but-
this information.
We always say next update, but that's been since like 4 updates ago.
There's a reason why updating the tutorial is a bitch and a half. There's a lot of work to do.
Hey! No cursing.
Mm-hmm.
One curse is still allowed to be according to PG.
Okay, so we get one. Right, alright. Chat, understand that Luigi is used as one curse card. Anyway, so, yeah, we have a bunch of other gimmicks that we were going to be showing off. The guy with the green arrow is the anti-gravity.
Mm-hmm. So wait, which one we said? So the toys, the plushies.
Yeah, the plushies.
The
Alright, let's talk about...
The name was changed, so it's normal.
It's toys?
Yeah, it's plushy, but before it was toys. That's why the text overflow. But
that makes sense.
I fix it, of course, before release. Don't worry. So we have the boss, which, as you can see now, spoils which boss is there because you don't know this one. We have the enemies, so we have just a few enemies. We basically put the three most iconic one. We have the characters. And also the adapters that goes with it. And we have the others, which are the pets at the moment. Maybe there will be more later. As for the boss, all the boss, we decide that all the boss one will have a special interaction that will let you discover.
Yeah, we won't show them on stream, but some of them have special interactions.
Yeah. When we showed Cutman, it was deactivated for the video, but he also have one that you will see very fast. There's no problem. You'll understand fast.
Not even I know what the gimmick is for Cutman.
Okay.
But yeah, there are a bunch of them.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
Somebody was asking if there was a Heatman one. I don't think there's a Heatman one.
No, there's no Hitman.
Unfortunately, no. But yeah, for the toys, you have Vui, you have Met, and Big Fish are those.
So, if you saw on the trailer, for example, we have the blast sensor that was blast not on tiles because it was purposely not showing it can be on tiles until revealing the layers.
Yeah, that was fun.
So those work. So the direction of the laser, and then you can draw the wires to go to some crate. Okay. Or if you work on it.
Nice.
So that's the basic of the thing. We will not show you everything. We'll let you discover, but it's just a quick explain. For example,
Can you repeat the name of that of the asset you just showed? The pink spear.
This one, the blast sensor.
Yeah.
It's
Blast
the
sensor.
Mega Man 11 blast stage.
Gotcha. Okay.
So there's the on-off
blast
variant,
stage.
as you can imagine, works only when on is off and all that. So the blast car, so anti-gravity, all those
Would
assets.
you want to show the thing, the acid stuff?
Which one?
There was.
You want me to show the acid scene?
Yes. Not the one from the trailer, but the one from the dev chat.
The Hold on, I'm not
I
sure.
think it was purple acid. It was.
Oh, you mean
the
Burstman?
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah. I'm sorry.
burst
Sorry.
water.
Yeah, the burst water. I'm sorry.
Okay. So let's show burst water, yeah, because it's an important one. Let's put a little background so it looks a little better.
Somebody also asked about acid barrier.
Yeah, it
We'll
doesn't
get to
make
that in a
no
second when we go to the weapons.
Yeah, we'll.
Oh, this is mainly for decorations and stuff. They don't need to see everything.
Decorations.
Yeah, explain.
Yeah, because there are some that they can
layer
experiment with
decoration.
themselves.
Okay, so for burst water, so Luigi coded it. You can select the direction it goes and goes back.
Okay. Go back to the. You switch to the asset scene. Go back to the game scene.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There we go.
Yeah.
True. Okay, so
That's fine.
good catch, good catch. So for the burst water, as you can see in the builder, it's transparent like that, okay? But it's
Yep.
not in game. In game, we decide to use shader for having a better result. So if I switch, it doesn't work really well when it's outside, but it's normal. Let's put some inside, it will be better. Something like this, I guess. Okay. Well, just some inside basic. It will be better. Okay.
I see.
But here.
And you can choose the length and how long it just goes. It ebbs and flows.
So
Yeah, it basically has two anchor points. It'll start at one point, go to the bottom point, and continue in its sinusoidal pattern up and down.
yeah. So that you can decide which you want it to start. If I'm correct, it always starts to go down or up. I don't remember, Luigi.
It always starts to try to go down for the most part for the top and middle, but the bottom one will always start
Wait,
going up because
okay.
obviously you're at the bottom.
Yeah, that makes sense. So for the one that wonder why there's this, there's an interaction with burst that is if you use water on it, you can change it so it loses the burst effect. And as you can
So it's
see,
kind
Yeah.
of like the
the
chemical
water.
solution, but it's
Yeah.
it's a bit different.
so it basically changes it to a simple water.
Because if you
Using-
guys remember from Mega Man 7, it's mainly that watercolor up until you defeat the mini boss, at which point then it gets that buoyancy effect from the chemical.
Yeah. So you can do the reverse by using acid stuff. You can also decide to just use this one if you want.
Oh, cool.
So if you use this, you can directly start with the water effect like this.
Yes, you can chemically change it to be more burst or buoyant.
Can you add acid to it to make it more
Yeah,
bursty?
if you use acid, as you can see, it changed back to
Ooh.
burst.
Nice.
Yeah. The shield does slowly change it.
So with acid barrier, does the barrier stick up between zones?
So, wait, what?
So with acid barrier, does the barrier stay on when you switch areas?
Yeah.
Like if you... Okay.
Yeah. If you change an area, it stay here. So we
Yeah,
use
to
the
balance
same
it every
effect
so often.
pretty much for acid barrier. As you can see, we can see the background. We didn't want it to hide stuff like tide or spike, these kind of things. So we use the same technique.
Nice. I feel like I need to ask this, or else Sasha's gonna, curse me out. Do we ever show shadows?
No, I don't think so.
We didn't show. Okay, so
Unless you just show the default one.
oh, you don't
Man,
want me to
you-
show
you
it at
like
all?
the default one.
You don't want me to show what I think we're talking about?
You know why.
Oh
need
man, come
You,
on.
you realize they have the game in end tomorrow in all case.
And they can wait 24 hours.
He just got.
Okay, well
I don't
guys,
know.
maybe there's something with shadows you may discover. Maybe not. Who knows? Okay, so decoration.
Gosh, you're such a tease, Luigi.
Someone
So-
needs to keep them on edge.
Oh
And
my god.
as you know, we shown this one like this on
Yes.
the announcement, but
I
it's
love grass
supposed to
so
be
much.
on tiles.
Yeah, I
It's-
ended up using it as a growing down. I didn't know the proper use of that when I made the announcement. I figured,
Yeah.
hey, it works for a small tunnel.
The thing is,
That's good.
obviously, we couldn't show it like that because it would have spoiled the main layer.
Exactly, it would have spoiled layers, so
But-
I had to put it somewhere else, and it just worked.
We have so much grass. All 2 tiles of grass. It's great.
So as you can see, the grass here is on close for this one, but this one
Mhm.
is back, so you can combine both.
Nice.
Just up.
Yeah, one will draw in front, one will draw behind.
So here you have plenty of grass for the people that keep asking grass.
I keep asking for grass because you guys keep asking for grass. So ask for more grass. We'll add more grass.
We do have a fun little story about something stupid, which is, as you can see, the Mega Man fits goes 1 pixel into tiles, which means that when we have something in front of Mega Man, okay, it's you can see this little thing there, which is pretty
His grippers
annoying.
peek through.
And in play it looks really bad. So we did fix this, as you can see.
Except for a
But-
teleport, apparently.
Yeah, well, okay, you got me. Okay, let's cancel this update.
So you're fine telling them that, Luigi, but we're not fine with. Okay, I get it. I understand. Okay, fine.
Okay, but yeah, as you can see, it's not showing it. The spriter were really mad that I don't fix it, so I did fix it.
I mean, it makes sense too, but don't worry.
Yeah.
Look, again, it's just gonna happen.
So we have
As you guys know, this game is always in progress and under development.
We're a free fan game.
hey, look, a bug.
Nice.
Hey, I mean,
See?
in all fairness here, that black fits in.
We should get Nike to sponsor us.
Boom.
That way we can wear Air Jordans, and that
So-
way, like, it'll just make sense to just show the feet.
For those ones from Mr. X, if I'm right, yeah, the X4.
Yeah, Mega Man 6.
Use the
So,
fire weapon in the
we did
forest.
ask our spoiler because it's something that just is very versatile to do some more sprite for them. So as you can see, you have different choice there.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, and you have the same on 3 tiles. Wait, if you need.
Tommy says show the new modifiers. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, okay. So Luigi, you want
Oh,
to
yeah,
say
one thing at a
something
time.
about this first?
Okay, they are still undergoing art passes. We are not sure what the final design of them will be, but we have a temporary one, so it's not the default one that you guys had for the past update or so.
Mhm.
So basically, there's a lot of people that let us know that the health and weapon energy modifier were not really easy to read, so we did change them. We add multiple IDs to the sprite for them, but we didn't got enough time to work on all the ID, so we did decide to at least go with one. So if I do this,
Yeah.
for example, and it's an add of 6, let's say, and I press play, as you can see now, it's a little more easier to see what it's gonna do. It's basically doing +6. So if I use my acid barrier and I go there, boom, I get my +6. And
Yeah, I don't see any reason why text editing would not go away because of this. Honestly, I feel like you could still kind of do a little bit of that.
you can
I'm
still
sorry.
text edit if that's the question. So basically what happens in the files without entering in it, there's just a letter at the start of every positioning to know which layer it's gonna go. But it's still doable. It's just
Okay.
a little more complicated.
Okay.
Okay.
In all fairness, though, in most cases, this will settle for what most people need application-wise.
So you have those that we shown. So those one can be applied on tiles, so you don't have to use them with air tile. It's not mandatory. You can just place them here.
Place an entire level of that.
Yeah.
please.
So there's gonna be. Okay. if you want. Okay, so for the quick explain. Oh, actually, no, you know what? It's fine. So just there's on some case some condition where you can't place things on top of other things. There's still a little work to do on that. It may not be all there for release, but you can still play normally. It's just we trust you to not try stupid things and be like, yeah, it's broken and you fixed it. Yeah, well, it's obvious. Like if you put something solid with an enemy in it and somehow you made it work and we fix it, it's on you. I'm sorry. Okay.
There are going to be bugs on release. We feel like that this is at the point where we can give it to you all and you guys can finally play around with it. But there's gonna be bugs. We're gonna be working to fix them. And Mecha, I know I'm changing the topic a lot, but we got a couple people in the chat that want to hear some new music. And Belle and Sasha gave me the okay to show the thing that we were talking about before stream.
Okay. You're okay with that, Luigi? Or?
1 second. Let's get over here so I can clarify what you mean.
Don't want to do something you don't want to, so just to be sure. Sorry if I caught a little. In the meantime...
No, there's nothing but soccer here, unfortunately.
So you can do those. You can have some decoration like this. Those ones are nice, I like them, because you can also use it like this.
You can fill it with goblins. It's way better.
Okay, when you get a second,
And
Mecha, you can check
enter
that.
Ooh, that's cool.
So yeah, just quickly check your DM.
So who said that? Sasha and who? Oh god.
Belle.
Okay, but it's gonna... okay, so... Okay, I've tried to do that, Luigi, but... let me move to asset scene 1 second. I'm totally not doing something suspicious, don't worry. Up.
It's funny because I can totally see what's happening and you all can't.
Okay.
And
We
it
both
is super suspicious.
So,
And the worst part is, it's gonna take some time.
It is going to take some
Okay.
time.
okay, we can normally hear some new music now. What's this music?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a new theme for the menus.
Yeah. So new menu theme. It's we've got a few that were made by Belle and Sasha. So they both worked really hard on their themes. Our music team has also worked on a lot of other things, and I'm going to try to get their permission to try and get some SoundCloud links for you guys later today to see if we can get you some of their things to listen to. And yeah, 40 Nicks as well.
Yeah,
Basically, it's all custom made, yes.
well, no. Okay, well,
I mean,
Also-
I know what you're typing, Becca, but that's okay.
yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's get back to the bit. But yeah, we have new teams depending on our, and we wanted to keep the surprise. But it's normal that the musician also want to share their work. So you'll hear about a little more about them soon.
All right.
Okay.
Is there anything else that we want to show before we end the stream? Because I know you're sick and you are also.
Yeah, we're also over 45 minutes now.
For
Yeah.
now, I'm fine. I can continue if your guys are fine.
Screw it. Show Fuse Man.
Okay, so I just want to explain this because people will wonder what it is. So for Fuse Man, you'll have some placeholder, not really placeholder, telegraph, yeah. When you place it, you have some telegraph telling you where the teleportation spots are. So that will help you build the level around it. So if you make a fight, you can check where it's gonna spawn by clicking on it. You can also decide if you want the projectile grid. So as you know, Fuseman, when he spawns here at the start of the fight, you're gonna spawn some projectile on the side. So you can decide if you want this or not. The main reason being, if you do multi-boss, you may want to deactivate this. And you can also decide if you want it to be a smaller size depending on your room. You can't move it though, so you still have to build a little of the room around it. But that should help you build more layout with Fuseman.
Yeah.
Also, if you make a bigger room, it will automatically expand and still show you where it will go in the room. So the border here will be changing by 2 tile when it's a 2 screen, by 1 tile when it's a 1 screen, and it goes on and on. Okay. For the fight, I think it's in the trailer. I don't really need to re-show it.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, is there anything else we can explain quickly? Let me see. The Telltale we gave explaining about it, so I think we're fine.
Yeah, you can make it invisible. You can have it switch through, or you can have it be undeniable.
Well, if you want, you
Actually-
could show the heat one. That's up to you.
Yeah, sure. So we can quickly explain this one.
But it's a custom one, yeah.
So the custom Telltale it will drain the Mega Man energy. So that's basically a overheating thing. So if you jump, you can temporarily stop the overheating, but when you walk on tiles, it's gonna overheat. If it's on a if it's on a heat Telltale, the water will start to shine a little, and you will be able to do the opposite, which is healing. Because
Or
it's
cooling off.
Cooling off, basically. We also decide to do a small bonus asset with it, which are still in 7, even if it's exclusive, which are the Telltale Fountain. So you can plus them like this, they have different colors. And it basically acts as a cancelling of the heat. It refreshes the feeds and you're not having the heat active.
Some people are wondering if any fire weapon helps you protect you from the heat. I think Scorch Wheel in particular.
I don't think so, no.
I don't think that was a thing we were
No,
planning on.
No. So
No, I'm
that's
asking
not how it
questions, man.
yeah. That's not how it works. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I wasn't as involved with the heat aspect. Mecha was,
Yeah.
but I mean, maybe one day. Who knows?
The other one, then, as we show quickly, the new form, is the wind, which just is pretty simple, allows you to go a little higher on jump and slowly fall instead of fast. It does also impact a few objects like the light box, which falls slower, which is still good. but
I know how
it's-
that looks
it's a
on
bit-
stream, but it's actually wind that's moving upwards, not downwards. in case
Yeah,
anyone's
it
confused.
should be upward.
Yeah.
So, if you feel like it's going up, it's good. That's the point. Or I misunderstood. No, we're good.
No, that's just it's a visual effect from
Okay.
streaming and bitrate.
Okay. Oh, there's something. Actually, Luigi, I'm not sure if.
Look, DM quickly. It's very easy.
This is what Mecha and Luigi do. They just hide stuff constantly from me in DMs.
Okay, and there's something special with layers. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Okay. So we basically let them discover a little more. There
Yes.
is some stuff. I'm not sure it was shown on the trailer. Are the flipping doors shown?
Yes, I think they are briefly for one scene, but
Okay.
I think that's after they closed.
So just
So
to
once you could show them quickly.
yeah, a quick explain. So that's basically some new kind of one way, so you can't go here anymore when you pass. It's also solid, so if you do have a weapon like this one, you can't. It's gonna stop at it, and enemy are not able to pass if they follow you. Like if I
Nice.
put-
Long story short, it's in Mega Man 8. Those are the gates that stop you after the bubble areas.
yeah.
We've made them more versatile than
Um,
just being an exit for the bubble.
mhm. So let's say we do this. I'm not sure it's gonna be fast enough. Yeah.
Well,
Of
you're
course.
stuck in it.
Of course. We can accelerate the doors if we want. Boom. And you can see the enemy is locked out. Those ones saved on checkpoint also. It's important to remember. So be
Mhm.
careful when you build your level.
Mecha, make a completely horizontal one, put a key above it, and then jump back down. You know what I'm getting at.
Horizontal or vertical?
Horizontal.
So not this one, the
Yeah.
other one?
No, that one, but you know which I'm trying to show. Yeah.
So more
You may
like-
need to make it a bit bigger.
Oh, okay. I think I get it. So like you could have something like this. Up.
Yeah.
With a key, for example.
Yeah.
So let's say you have something like this. Boom. I'm not sure if... Let's reduce the speed just in case. So when you jump on them, you can see that if you leave it from the bottom, it's gonna automatically close back,
Mhm.
but on the other way. So if I do this and get back down, it's not gonna close. So that means
Ooh.
you can quickly go get something and come back.
Yeah, basically the one-ways end up having a speed at which they close. If you go back below or the other way that you entered them, you can make time challenges.
Basically.
Oh, jeez.
Now, of course, this does mean you will make soft locks. We know that's going to happen. But this is why you're going to put a death option in for someone.
And if you
Right.
use the faster speed, boom.
Yeah.
It's just instantly not done.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's nah, bro.
it's a special
You're
speed
done.
that is only on those. So do you do? I saw the question, so I'm answering. Yeah, you do have this.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, there's maybe something. I'm just saying this like that, but it's possible that in the game, in this taste, there's something that makes you able to reopen it. But I let you guys find it.
You know how many weapons there are going to be looking forever.
I mean, if you think a little about it, you should be finding it pretty fast.
As
I
Mecca
know.
is showing me the. as Mecca is showing us the answer.
As he himself is not exactly sure which one it was.
It's fine. We'll figure it
No,
out.
I know. No. The question I was doing, which is a good question, is I think I forgot to make an icon for this, and I don't remember what it does.
Oh, I see.
Ah, nice. Okay, well,
Okay.
we have
Well,
a day. We can
you-
make it work in a
Yeah,
day.
you guys can discover what it does tomorrow, I guess.
Who worked on the walking time bombs? Was that Mecca or Luigi?
Hold
That
on.
was me.
Oh, you good, Mecca?
Yeah, sorry, I had to cut. Okay, yeah, the walking bombs here.
Yeah, difference between the red and the blue ones was a question.
Oh, the difference between the red and blue is just the timer goes more slowly on the blue one. So basically, we were thinking that you may want something that goes more than 9 in the red one. So instead, we just decide to make a blue one that just goes twice slower. So like that, you can technically have a 18 red one, which is a 9 blue. Also, something a bit specific is that normally this bounce on solid, but if it detects that it's another bomb, it's not gonna bounce on the same frame, it's gonna wait for it to move on, so you can have a longer platform like this without it breaking, which will break on some other assets. So you can have a bigger platform like this.
I think we have shown a lot.
I think there's a little one last thing that someone will specifically appreciate.
What is it? What is it, Mecca?
Let's see what we can do here. So the chip open rates, which I think have an option. Let's see what it is tomorrow. Those ones are normally rails in that you can't go on it. So it's specific to chip open, which have a side spawn and a front spawn. You can decide which one you prefer. Okay. So the chip open can go on it. We decide that some enemies will be able to go on it also. For example, you can use those ones on it. It's maybe some boss can go on it. We'll see.
Oh, I know which boss can go on it.
Maybe so, maybe there's one boss that can go on it. We'll see.
Put Bubble Man there. I
So-
think he can definitely go on it.
There's a few enemies that can go on it, and maybe a boss. But there's a little one thing also that you can do, which is a bit different. So let's make a little parkour. Okay.
Oh, I think I see what's happening here.
So
You're making
What?
a very certain group of people happy, Mecca. I
Yeah.
hope you know that.
This group of 10 people are gonna love this.
what's this weapon called already? I think it's.
You already know
something-
what it is.
I think it's called
Does it give? Does it give?
oil slider.
Yeah,
so-
sliders like burgers.
Is it possible that, let's see, that, yeah, you can ride it.
So you can jump, slide.
And
No, that's a different thing.
I know.
you
I
can
know.
even go under and over. Maybe there's something more, but we'll see tomorrow, I guess.
Okay. I can't physically go to your house, Mecca, and take you away from the computer. I think
Yeah.
we need to stop the stream before we
Yeah, I
give
think
away
we
too
could.
much.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be all for today.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. I don't think we missed
1 hour is
something.
enough for everyone to not only cover everything for what we need to,
Yeah.
and show extras.
And yeah.
The rest,
we'll
I
keep-
think, should be good.
we will keep you guys posted in the Discord and on Twitter when the update will be out. So if you have any questions, ask us there. And yeah, no, we can start talking about this stuff now, which is fun. I like talking about this stuff, even if it's wrong. Because then people can correct me. And be like, no, Goldstorm, stop, what are you doing? And I'm like, listen, man. I'm just telling the people what they want to hear.
Yeah. Okay, then I think we're good.
Yeah.
Well then.
See you guys.
See you guys tomorrow for the release, I guess. Something like that.
Mecca, close the stream.
Wait, hold on. Is tomorrow, or is this another tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow is tomorrow, not your tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow is tomorrow.
Okay, let's go. See you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.